Hey, what's going on? If you're here and watching this video, chances are you've either had some problems, some troubles with Conquest, or you're just sick of these other guys pushing on you. These other territories that have no business being even near you are screwing up your day and getting in the way of you getting May. So, what I'm going to do, I'm no professional, don't get me wrong here, but I've finished the US Conquest map in the last couple of years over a dozen times, and I've not had to restart whatsoever. I've had no troubles and breezed my way through. So I figured I'd just kind of give a rundown what I do to make it a little bit easier. The simple way to put it is obviously offense is important, but on this map also defense is important to myself. So let's just run down. I'm going to start from the very top here. What I do, the first thing you're going to want to do, and it's pretty simple. Everyone will tell you, just do the circle around your first hexagon so that you have at least one fan surrounding you. And I always go west. Colorado is the first group that I want to take out, so I go towards them. But I do two things. I don't go directly towards another territory and try to take it out. I'm not worried about strongholds after the first couple of turns here. I basically create a border around Colorado and then go up towards Seattle. So basically my logic is I'm going to create the circle, then I'm going to go left, and I'm going to go because Colorado's going to make their circle, I'm going to surround that and go around it and keep going west as far as I can. And as soon as I can't go west anymore, I then create a line up. So basically, I'm creating a box here. It's going to go up towards the Twins as well. So it's kind of a box from here, down, and around, all the way up. And then I fill all this area in within my next turns. But what you're going to want to do, every reinforced stage, when it gets to that point, you're just going to take a look at your border that you have created and see where they're going to attack. And I'll tell you exactly how and when you know when they're going to attack. So if you have one fan here and you have a hex next to it that's another stronghold or another group of people there or whatever, and it only has two, they're not going to attack 2-to-1. They don't have enough strength, and the computer, in my experience, has never even tried to attack me at something like that. Or if it's 3-2, 4-3, anything like that, if they only have one more, they're not going to risk it. So if it gets to a point, say down here, as you can see, St. Louis has a hexagon that has 3. So chances are on the attack, if they were able to, they're going to hit that hex next to it because it only has 1. They have at least 2 more, so they're strong enough and confident enough to be able to take it out. So what you do is make sure that you have at least you would have at least 2 on every hexagon that's next to it. So this one directly to the left, and then the one above. Put one fan on there each, so that makes it 3-2. You don't got to worry about any other one of these because it would all just be 2 against 1. They're not going to do anything there. So you just need to kind of look at your border and see if any of these other teams and strongholds have that advantage, because if they do, they are going to attack. As you can see here, very early on I created the barrier against the Twins because for some reason they think they're tough and always go after you pretty quickly and start attacking. So I always create that barrier, and I just keep it consistent the whole way around, and then move my fans as I can once I start taking over strongholds. Another thing, for example, here I've taken over this stronghold. Always have the same thing, the same amount of fans there. So there's 2 here. To be safe, sometimes I'll just make sure that it's even. So I'll on the reinforcement stage, I'll add another one on there. So I have 2 fans in that stronghold. They're not going to attack it. They're wimps when you think about it. They play dirty some of the times, but they have a set kind of mindset, the AI on here, so they're not going to attack that. So as you see on here, I have basically, do have half of this board. I kind of split it this way. So first I'll go west and take the teams above that line. Then I'll kind of work my way down and then work my way over. And then I just free-for-alling here. I have so many territories that on any reinforced stage, I will have so many fans to use that I'm just going to clear this easily now. At this point in time, I'm well beyond the point of no return, and there's no way I can basically lose because I can reinforce at any stage and get enough fans to ruin it. So, and I'm not sweaty when it comes to it. I take my time. I like to play on either rookie or veteran just to make my life easier. I have nothing to prove, and I just want to get the win and get the cards. So I'll make sure that I reinforce stage if it's, for example, they have 2 two fans on their hexagon and mine has 3 or 4, I'm not gonna risk it, and I'm not gonna try to attack them. I like to have at least three more. So I would want to do a 5-2 or a 6-3 in a perfect world. Sometimes it gets to a point where it's a little bit of a tense and sweaty situation, and you can't do that. But in most instances, that's my attempt here. So. Yeah, at this point in time, I should be able to clear this board pretty quick. Again, using that structure, I've never had to restart the map. If there is any questions, I might not have explained this good enough. It is midnight here, and I've been grinding hard, and I'm very, very exhausted. But I just wanted to throw this out there quickly because I've seen a lot of questions and people saying that they're having some struggles with the US map here. Another quick tip that I'm going to add on, if you have the stubs, energy doesn't matter in Conquest. Get Ohtani and use him. On every game that I've played so far on this US map, I've used Ohtani. I've never had to use a pinch hitter, and I've never used a reserve or closing pitcher. So I would suggest do that and then just use them every go. I know some people said you can use Babe Ruth as well, but I prefer Ohtani if it's in your budget there. So that's just my quick tips. So I'm gonna kind of just leave it at that. Again, any questions, let me know for sure. I didn't plan on making this video. I didn't structure it out, so I might have missed some stuff, but that's the basics. With that information, you're going to be able to crush it. So as you can see, am about halfway done here and a little bit ago, so I'm going to go ahead and grind because I want that maze card. So see y'all later.